Chelsea here for Studio Chat with the amazing Sherri Chung. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Chelsea. So great to see you again. Thank you for having me on.
Of course, thank you for coming to this amazing event, Silent Films Live 4. And of course, you are a big part of this event. We're going to be hearing one of the scores that you composed in there. So give us an idea of what we're about to see.
This is a really, really great event. I'm super honored to be a part of it. Mine's called The Lost World. It's a really fun piece that I wrote with an organ intention to kind of back everything up. We don't have an organ here tonight, but the group sounds absolutely amazing. It's been arranged for this terrific group that Angel Velez is leading, and I'm just so happy to be a part of the fundraising opportunity with ETMLA and just kind of share with my fellow composer compatriots and be part of just a live music experience.
Definitely, it's for a really good cause tonight, but then also keeping silent movies alive and got the entertainment aspect and the charity aspect, which I love as well.
Absolutely. I feel the same way. That's great.
Now, the last time we spoke was a couple years ago at the She Rocks Awards, where you were an honoree, and we spoke on the red carpet before you went in. So now that you've had that whole experience, do you have any fun memories to share from She Rocks?
Honestly, being there and getting to perform, I did perform solo on stage, but just kind of sharing the stage, as it were, with all those other incredible females was such an honor. And I think what She Rocks is doing is pretty amazing. I hadn't actually even heard of them before they reached out to me. So just to kind of know that, to feel as a female, but as an artist, that your work is being seen and heard is really, really meaningful. And so that's never been lost on me since that day.
That's wonderful. And you had said that you were very much inspired by visuals when it comes to music. And of course, when it comes to silent film, it's all visuals. You don't have any sound effects or dialogue to go by. So do you feel any kind of connection with silent movies because of that?
100%. I think it's the most inspiring thing. And also, from a little bit of a selfish point of view, that we don't have to fight against dialogue or sound effects, to your point. And so we can it's a time to really just be in storytelling mode with music and not be hindered by the other parameters that we often have to have to work around.
Very true. And speaking of parameters, I mean, you've worked with all different types of media, feature films, TV shows, and shorts as well. I feel like you kind of have to adjust your musical storytelling a bit depending on, how long of a time you actually have to tell that story. So can you talk about maybe the difference in processes between those?
Yeah, I mean, I think my approach to both, film and TV is essentially the same. I mean, it's again, you're storytelling within parameters, kind of serving the picture, working with your collaborators, whether it's a showrunner or a director or a producer. I think my approach kind of starts out the same. I like to write away from picture and create some themes and create a sound palette, and then start working with picture once everybody's on board creatively. But yeah, it is different. I mean, film, you can kind of see the entire arc at one time, so you kind of know where the climax and the pinnacle of the story is. With TV, you often don't know if that character that they're introducing is going to be, dead at the end of the episode, or at the end of the season, or that kind of thing. So there's always this sort of open-ended, go with the flow way about episodic that I find is kind of invigorating. It's also it's a little scary sometimes. It can be very tricky.
I love that you share that because that is such a different way of thinking about it that I've never really occurred to me either about, you kind of have open ends. TV shows, you just don't know what's happening next, but feature film, you can see it all laid out in front of you, and that definitely makes a difference in your approach, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Of course, we're here at Warner Brothers Studios right now, and you have done work with Warner Brothers Studios as well. Any thoughts to share on just being back on the campus today?
Honestly, you kind of nailed it. It's like this, it's an iconic scoring stage. It's an iconic, lot, and just to kind of be a part of it and to feel as though I'm kind of partaking in some of the energy of great composers and actors and films that were made and everyone that's come before me. It's just really kind of, it feels like I get to be a part of something, even if even if it's a small part. It's like every story that that takes place here, every score that's being performed or recorded on the stage is a part of history. And I even think about it like, wow, if these walls could talk, and just like some of my most favorite scores have been recorded here. So it's a real honor to be a part of it.
Well, it's an honor to have you here as well. Thank you for all the wonderful words. Can you give us a little outlook on what's coming up for you right now?
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Honestly, I've got a docu-series coming up, and I'm really excited. It's very different kind of content for me. Usually, instead of animation, kids content, or something that's like a very feel good, movie, or rom-com, or even comedy, like that kind of thing. And this one is dark. It's very dark, and it's a documentary series. So I can't wait. I don't know when it comes out, but it'll be on Amazon, and I can't wait for people to see it.
Very exciting. Thank you so much for your time today. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you so much, Chelsea. Appreciate it.